Greetings, Outlander. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to Uncle Owen's Barbecue. I'm Dr. Afra. You know, when it comes to Imperial entanglements, we suggest to limit your interactions.
Well, that's the real trick, isn't it?
But not today. Today, I insist on closed ranks inspection of those who unquestionably follow orders.
Friends, let me tell you about another group of hate-mongers that were just following orders.
No matter your background in the indignities of enduring torture, those I reference from our galactic past might influence what you observe as agony, though individual experiences may vary.
I see you're no stranger to pain.
I've been married. Twice.
Wait.
What we can do is review Imperial officers we would love releases of, so be at ease or rest while we breeze through the no-fly zone of today's special.
Give me regular reports, please. Do you know what's going on? Maybe it's another drill, right?
Star Destroyer designation Intimidator. Imperial First Class Destroyer. Casito. This lieutenant worked under Admiral Gorin above the planet Scarif when the Star Destroyer Persecutor collided with the Star Destroyer Intimidator,
Those I actively try to avoid.
which Casito was unfortunately on. I'm not sure what captain in any universe could have done a better job to command the lieutenant, since Gorin was absent due to other concerns. But regardless of who you'd look for to delegate responsibility, Casito will only have one thing to locate more important than guidance.
Air!
Gorin. This admiral acted as orbital command of the Scarif fleet and would have benefited the Empire if not for the rebels' unorthodox use of a hammerhead corvette to force a collision between the Persecutor and Intimidator, resulting in 2 vessels and thousands of souls bumping into one another, all thanks to one unsanctioned, spontaneous antic by a humble helmsman.
I told you I've never driven before.
Star Destroyer designation Devastator. Imperial Second Class Destroyer. Shafe Corsin. We see the captain of the Imperial flagship Devastator taking orders from the Dark Lord above Scarif, after disabling the rebel ship Profundity.
That's a made-up dumb fairy tale name, you
When arriving at Scarif, Corsin showed a fearless demeanor, when it really should have been present. But, as a captain, one mustn't show fear. That leaves room to disappoint one's higher-ups. He overconfidently informed Darth Vader of the Tantive 4's operation status, but the last thing he would have expected was to soon again give chase to an even smaller ship, for the same stolen property.
You didn't see that coming?
Nadanis Praji. Commander Praji was dressed in black. It was his job to search for the droids on Tatooine, but he farmed out that responsibility to his subordinates, and somehow didn't catch the wrath of Vader for his failure to command, which the commander's rank demanded.
Let's disregard rank.
Seen with the Imperial crew searching the blockade runner, with the help of R3M9 to locate the Death Star plans on the Tantive 4 computer.
You don't know nothing but anything.
Also present was the droid R2-Q2. If you look close, R2-Q2 was present when the Falcon departs the Resistance on Dakar and The Force Awakens. Not Big's droid R2-F2, which eventually had its warranty voided when it was destroyed above Yavin. Praji also informed Vader of the escape pod that was carrying a different astromech and traveling with a familiar, apprehensive protocol droid. Star Destroyer designation Tyrant. Imperial Second Class Destroyer. Cabell. Cabell served under Captain Lennox as controller on the bridge. This Imperial Navy lieutenant located the rebels' secret base on the ice planet Hoth. Suffers from IBS, however, was commended for not pooping himself since the day Alderaan vanished.
Oh, and newsflash! He crapped his pants last week!
A show Cabell wished he would have had a seat for, and was on one of the destroyers that attempted to lock onto escaping rebel ships, but was hit with the planet Defender. Lennox. Captain of Darth Vader's Death Squadron. Billed as Imperial Officer of the Tyrant. This officer had his ear to the ground so low that he even acquired knowledge of a certain level on board every Star Destroyer where someone installed a secret personal refuse device.
I see you're admiring my special toilet. Very powerful suction.
With the rebel transports attempting to evade the Empire, the Tyrant's compliments wished they were fast enough to actually capture an enemy vessel. So much that one hasty order to lower shields placed them into the position to start practicing apologies to Darth Vader. Lennox claimed victory prematurely during this daring escape.
Are you retarded? The hell's the matter with you?
Was he punished by firing squad or fingerless chokehold?
I think I know.
Neither. He instead lived long enough to see the battle for Endor occur. And who knows? After the Empire got smoked, maybe the Ewoks invited him over as a guest of honor.
Dinner!
Star Destroyer designation Executor. Executor class Star Dreadnought. Suba. Lieutenant Suba was on board Darth Vader's personal destroyer flagship with the title Chief of Security. If he was the chief of sanitation, we might have found out what those troopers did with the body of Captain Nita.
You don't want to know.
Lieutenant Suba was present to witness, yet not participate in a force choke, as far as we know, after the Executor was too late acquiring a tractor beam for Darth Vader.
That's not really explained.
Baywill, captain of Cloud City's Imperial ground forces. Baywill informed Vader when Luke's X-Wing was sighted descending toward the habitat. This former infomercial host behaves as if everything is business as usual, before, during, and after the freezing of Han Solo. If Baywill was still selling products on television, I wonder how many lives would have been saved through his honesty alone.
Like magic!
Never mind!
Once again seen as the lucky recipient of Vader's attention, and then departs. No choke, not one finger. Maybe a number 1 accident, but that's it.
That's all I had to say about that.
Valen Hess, a general in the Empire, who you find wishing to talk light over a thermos of space booze. Hess was the heartless individual responsible for unspeakable acts upon animals, children, elderly, and the massacre on Burnin Khan.
Why am I not surprised, you piece of shit?
A mining facility where his fellow soldiers died from a cowardice act performed by Hess during Operation Cinder, and an estimated 10,000 inhabitants also perished.
Whatever, I don't care, I don't major in math.
Like Miggs Mayfield, Valen Hess lived through the event, but Hess would meet his end at the hands of the former Imperial sniper at the DFAC on Morak. His final words expressed the opinion that no more than 55 people deserved what they got.
All told, there have been 56 deaths.
These characters deserve to be remembered and honored in all their 3 3/4-inch glory, but not as some more than likely appeared in their final moments. Now for those of you who want to see these nominations again, you're in luck.
Well, I guess everything's gonna be okay.
And to the one who thinks there's nothing to gain by seeing something you already saw and therefore doesn't really care to join the rest of us for another look at some Imperial personnel, nobody likes a quitter.
No, one for me. One and done, I always say. I said that once.
Lieutenant Casito.
Let's go through our responsibilities one more time.
Admiral Gorin.
The rocket ship just hit him!
Captain Shafe Corson.
You are not gonna throw this on me.
Commander Nadonis Praji.
Hey, I told you. You tell me your name.
Lieutenant Cabell.
Ice cream. I'd like an ice cream for my ass.
Captain Lennox.
Let's give him a warning.
Lieutenant Suba.
It's not my real name. It came from a book I read as a child.
Captain Baywill.
It's great to have the president of my fan club here tonight.
General Valen Hess.
Does this mean you're letting us go, General?
This means your release is conditional on your silence.
Every single Imperial officer I mentioned would be a welcome sight among the other doomed souls who not only already have figures of their own, but whose once Employee of the Month photos now hang on the wall behind Darth Vader's desk.
Examples of the finest men to have ever served in any navy.
If you wish to see any of the aforementioned stand with the Empire's finest on a shelf of your very own, or just really enjoyed this installment, hit the like button. Save yourself some time and just subscribe to the channel now. No more sleepless nights, no more thinking that you didn't take care of something important. And come morning, you'll be rested enough to remember to finally turn off your stove. But if you want to sleep it over, I'll see you soon. And don't forget, there's also the matter of your car's faulty brakes you've neglected. If anyone is curious about their own brakes, the best way to check if they're bad can only be done once. Thanks for spending time with us, but before you go, we'd love if you might leave a comment, or else when the time comes for you to tell those who know you just where you were, no one may believe that you were ever here.
You're a fucking liar. Do you expect us to believe?
Lastly, please ring the bell so you can receive a notification of all the freshest orders in the future.
Future?
I'm Dr. Afra, and I would like to thank you once again for stopping into Uncle Owen's Barbecue for another helping of today's special.